So let's see here. Testing out my live so I can get on. What is this vignette style going on here? A little dark. Feels like. Mm. Welcome to live chat. Okay, yeah, good. Go away with this. I don't need to see more. All right, this thing at the bottom that says "Welcome to live chat" by our community. That's fine, but you're kind of in my way. Really, can I get rid of that somehow? I don't know. Anyway, screw it. Let's see here. Let's try. I didn't even get an address. I can't even check it out. So, all right, I'm just gonna go ahead and work out a little. Orientation is locked. Yeah, I know it's locked. Stay there. Why are you in my way? Did you stop live streaming or what? I can't tell. Anyways, let's technical difficulties here. That's based on me not really understanding how to use this damn thing, but let's see here. I want to make a cover design, and I got the idea of my two characters, my robot character running forward and the other one jumping towards the viewer. So let's try and get us a nice composition here and make it I don't know which I should draw first, the forward character or the back character. Let's go ahead and do the back character first. I want the giant robot here. Not really a giant robot, but pretty big. So I'm just going to go ahead. I want this guy running. Alright, nice. So I'm just going to work out that basic type of silhouette that makes the guy look like he's running towards you. So there's our robot there. And this is just a simple scribble outline that I will refine. Gesture here. And I want the other character jumping towards the viewer. So let's figure out where she goes. I think I can put that arm a little higher. So that way I can put our character here. The hand is where the hand used to be, right? Let's see. Do not fear the eraser. The eraser is your friend. Okay, so let's space. You can actually go further towards here, actually. She's in front of his character, so. And try to draw us. She's kind of jumping forward at the viewer, or at some threat that's in front of her. Put her hand right here, and shoulder here, and other arm here. She's kind of lunging forward, jumping at you. leg here. And the other leg will go this arm goes up a little more, right? Just to get the gesture and sort of the basic form of the character, so that it's in some type of perspective that I can use in future upon refining the lines here. Now, I'm probably going to leave this character thusly, just so that I want to trace it on a better sheet of paper, something more archival than this. So I actually kind of like that, what I've got there. Right, two characters going towards the viewer. We're going to be looking up, I guess, so that way we can figure out our background angles here. Right. Let's get this right there. I do this relatively quickly, even though I want to stress anybody working in this field just to remember to slow down when you're going fast. Nothing wrong with going fast as long as you are making minimal mistakes. You know, if you work really fast, you'll probably find yourself making lots of mistakes. And that's because you got to slow down a little bit and assess the situation and so on and so forth, right? So I dig that. I think I'm live here, so I'm just going to keep going. Keep moving. Let's see. This is email here, Debbie. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to flesh it out on this. I'm going to flesh it out somewhere else, right on this illustration here. I had something I was going to work out before, but the sketch I did earlier today. Came out kind of nice. Hey, what's up? I can't read. Tomasek, and I can't read very well, but hey, welcome. Nice to see you guys. Hope you're having a great, lovely day, and everything is hunky-dory. Let's see. That means, cool, going well, smoothly, gingerly, what have you. So what I like to do is, I like to, I guess it kind of works like, I guess your software works. You draw a sketchy, make another layer to detail it out. Well, that's how we do it in real life right here. So here I can refine it without making a mess, right? You can see everything. Let's not go too bright. That way I can change stuff up. Contra post, right? We have his hips going this way, and we have his shoulders going this way. So he looks more dynamic, and he's running towards you, towards the viewer. Now this robot is pretty much very simple shapes, right? Just spheres, basically just spheres. And it's always good to keep it simple, even if you're being really, I guess, more complex figures. It's still the base of those figures should remain as simple as possible. That way, it reads easier, and it's easier to draw. It's, different angles and stuff like that. If that's what you're into, and that's what I'm into. So. Hand back here, thumb, fingers working out like this. Kind of running. Let's see here. Yeah, I did not know I was going live. I thought I had it unlisted, but it's whatever. Might as well just keep going. Try to keep this really short. I don't want to be here for more than 30 minutes or so. Alright, now. So work out, you want to work out, because since these are very simple shapes, they're pretty easy to work out the dimensions in them. You got line of action, and center line would be right there. Alright, so if this is a three-dimensional shape, this oblong, then you have to find where his neck hole would be right there. And this would be where his, alright, just so you can like box that oval, kind of like this, right? But without making it a box. Just have it in mind so that you can do that when you do that. And then right here he has where his abdomen come right here. And since he's running towards you, you're going to have this overlap, right, where you're not going to see as much of his abs because he's more like leaning towards forward. So in his hip, just like regular hips, he's a robot, but it's a bowl, just a little bowl like this that supports all his, in-yards and what have you. And what I like to do is just make simple, like hard briefs, like underwear type. Of course, depending on the angle, and in this case, the angle is going this way, where, if I were to draw the whole bowl, the top would go like this, right? Just understanding what's underneath all of this stuff is kind of essential if you want to draw really fast. And since I draw comic books, the goal is kind of to draw fast. Boot in the background here. He's got really interesting boots. And this leg here connects to like a ball. There's like a ball joint inside of this bowl here that where it connects his I'm gonna say thigh bones, because they're more like bones than anything else. Of course, get that. They're coils, however, but yeah, let's make that a little thicker. And actually, you know what? Let's make that leg kick back a little. Now it's going forward, so let's kick it back instead of going forward. see that coming together. On here. Let's see here. All right, see that figure? It's coming forward at you. And it's still kind of messy, but this is how I clean up. Luckily, this paper right here, this is archival, and it's easier to erase than the typing paper I have underneath it. So we're just gonna lightly take out some of this so that I can once again refine it. And we're not too far in, maybe 10 minutes, so I'm moving pretty fast. I'm not making too many terrible mistakes that will take time to fix. So we can work out any kinks from here. I don't want to get too detailed on this figure yet because I have to draw the other kit figure in front of it. So a lot of this stuff that I drew will be erased. And that's okay, it's part of the process. At least part of my process. A lot of, just, you know, if you're going to erase, you got to be comfortable with erasing and making mistakes, so that way you can, you know, liberally do that and correct them as you go along. There's no other way I can think of that, because unless you're Kim Jong-il, you don't make mistakes. And unfortunately, you know, Kim Jong-il is no longer with us. So I guess nobody is Kim Jong-il at the moment. Correct me if I'm wrong. There might be some guys out there that are doing similar stuff to what he did. I'm just not well aware of them. So, I mean, draw hands. I just draw, you know, simple running hand, kind of. His thumb here. Hands are very difficult to draw, especially if you're drawing them from imagination. You have to have drawn hands a lot in order to be able to get a nice one. That reads as a hand, basically. This guy's got robot hands, but that's, you know, it still works the same as the hand's got 5 digits. Thing I like about drawing robots is you get to articulate all the joints and the muscles, so that way it's kind of easier, I guess, to draw in some kind of way. When you're drawing a human figure, a lot of those joints and connectors and, you know, all that articulated connections are not visible because the humans either wearing clothes or. So if you're doing it like that, like drawing all those things, then you're gonna have to erase them anyways. But it's always good to keep them in mind when drawing anything, because they're underneath all that stuff. Alright, it gives your characters a little bit more, I don't know, they look more based in, they don't look flat, they look three-dimensional. It's an illusion anyways. This is a two-dimensional drawing. but it has a feel because I'm taking, it has a feel of three-dimensionality because I'm taking, what do you call it, advantage? No, I'm considering all these things, shape, like if this character was actually a model or, something real, this is how it would be drawn in the real world. I don't like this hand right there. The hand's a little too not my business. Let's do it like this. Yeah. Just an impression, just an impression of a hand will do for now. Till I get in there and work it out. Right? All right, now let's get on the female character here. That's not so bright. All right, so let's go ahead and erase what I need to erase here. Here's one. Arm is right here, her hand's right there. Okay, and that's not bad. And right here is her foot. So I'm not going to cover too much of him, which is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get in there with kind of like details real quick, just to. Normally I would draw the silhouette, the outline, and then get into details, but I'm going to go ahead and get into some details. The eyes here. Nose. Find that a little bit there. She's got another hand, I think it's right here. So keep that in mind. This is arm here. It's going kind of backwards a little bit. Hand like this. Thumb here. Just really quick impressions. I'm not. I'm not at that moment of refining real at this time, so I'm just gonna do some quick placeholders here. I can work on that later. Right, and this will be, see if I'm drawing through, I want to make sure her rib cage, the upper torso is overlapping the bottom torso, and it's just a simple sphere right here. This will be the rib cage. Right. And then, of course, my hip would be like this. Right? It's kind of like a bowl, just like the other guy, just like that. And comes up. And there we go. That other foot here. And that's a boot right there. So you find that curvature right there in the boot. It gives helps give a sense of the angle. I'm not sure. I don't know. Think this out real quick. Sometimes it's good to. This is why it's important to slow down or keep it slow, because you may have to, or you might make mistakes and you have to fix later. Right, so if that's where that goes, then her chest right here. Okay. I have to refine that shapes there. And we might not even get that much of a view right there. So let's lightly erase so that we can get in there a little better. I might change that hand up there too. There we go, that's alright. That's alright, not too bad. Make her out. And it's that simple. It's actually not that simple, but try to make it look simple. It gets, it's always a lot of work, but it gets, I guess, easier, simpler. When you keep it simple, and you will find amazing results. All within less than 30 minutes. Refine this. And man, this is dirty. Maybe because, yeah, I need this. Right? Using my greasy chicken fingers instead of my brush to wipe off the crumbs, eraser crumbs. Oh well. That's what I get for loving fried chicken. Anybody's fault but my own. Yeah, I apologize if I'm not engaging. What's up, Bad Jeff? What's happening, bro? I apologize if I missed your shout out, man. When I draw, I get deep into it. It's very difficult for me to talk when I'm drawing. And so I hope Hope it's all good. No disrespect. I have not mastered that skill. Talking about something else that I could talk about what I'm doing, but it's hard for me to talk about something else while I'm drawing. It takes my mind away from the drawing, and that's not good. It's not good. All right, so that's how you do that, and then she has her costume. She's got knee pads. Because if you're an adventurer, you gotta have some padding on your knees. You're not gonna be able to do much. Not some kind of protection, joint protection, I guess. Yes, sir. Alright. My pencil is, I need sharper. I should just get on the inks right now, right? I don't know if I should give her the helmet or what. I almost feel like her head should be smaller, too. Weird up there. I did not plan this out. No thumbnail. I usually do. That's a quick way to make sure that I would not have this problem right now that I'm having as far as putting your hand in a nice place. But sometimes, you just want to do something without planning it. Nothing wrong with that either. And it's better. Alrighty. Neck here. If her neck is there though, then that would mean, alright, I almost feel like this should come back. A little more, right? Yeah. Let's go forward on that. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Maybe not. Let's shoulder here. Yeah, it's better. See, this is why I love the pencil stage, because you can work all of this stuff out here. When you put your inks down, you know exactly where to put that line. Okay. Alright, so we got two characters running at you, and let's work on some background detail real quick, just so I can get that out of the way. This is just for some promotional art that I'm doing for, and I will be giving this away too, so I have not figured out in what manner I'm going to do that and how, but just so anyone watching knows, you can be a winner of this particular original drawing right here, drawn on Bristol board, archival Bristol board with archival ink and actual pencil, not printed and then inked. I notice some people are doing. A lot of sticklers who collect artwork. I mean, myself, I would prefer to have an original piece that's both pencil and inked on it. Because, I don't know, for several reasons. But I'm not going to go into that right now because I'm too busy drawing. Okay, where's that floor? The floor is right here. Alright, and background stuff, since we're kind of looking up at them. See, this will be the axis right here. That's the center line of the background is what I call the axis, right? And everything in the background would converge to the vanishing point up here. So say we have buildings, and that gives it an upward look, right? Keeping that in mind, so that way you can do that kind of thing, right? If you don't keep it in mind, it's very difficult to do that kind of thing. So always got to keep that in mind. That's too. I was gonna have to go like that, right? Sure, why not? All right, let's erase this here. Just to keep it straight down to voodoo. And let's see. Alrighty. So, what else? Sorry about that shake. I have my phone is attached to my drawing board here, so it kind of likes to move about. Anyways, okay, her I guess costume, her spacesuit has got some shoulder pads as well, and right there, yeah, that's better. It has kind of, oops, that's too far. Kind of geometrical patterns as the design of the suit. And she's got elbow pads. The more the geometrical design of the suit goes, boom, boom, boom. Right, and then the same thing here. I get these mixed up a lot too. Got gloves on. And elbow pad, or elbow, yeah, I guess the elbow pad right there. And boots aren't as fitted, but I drew that calf the way, it looks. Her boots are a little bit more chunky, kind of like this. Just so you can see how that's done right there, and I like to draw fast because it's easier for someone to see it happen in front of them. I think it's fun and kind of sharpens your eye and your skills and your muscle memory as well as your visual library. I can't tell you how many times I've drawn a person running, so it's not very difficult for me to draw a robot running or whatever type of person, jumping, running, what have you. If you're aspiring to draw comic books or anything, and you don't have, see, I was lucky enough out of high school. I got a job really quickly at a studio, and that was putting my practice and work at the same time. If you don't have a job doing such a thing, then you're gonna have to manage your own time in practicing. Working on a job is the best. You get tossed in, you get thrown in really quickly, and if you don't swim, you sink. You learn quickly that way. On the spot is the best. You have a group of artists that you work with that you can bounce ideas off of or gain inspiration from. Look over their shoulder and watch them draw, which is what this live stream is for, really. So, I'm not a teacher, so I can't express academically what I'm doing, really. But if you look over my shoulder, you'll see exactly what that is, what I have done. So now, let's see. We can have them. I know they're running from. Say they're running from a group of people back here. Running from people back here. Those people got guns, so they're shooting wild at these people, right? So we'll have little pellets or whatever. And this goes in a different direction than these other lines that I have up here. Right, so that gives kind of a more dynamic, you can see what I'm saying. These are all placeholders. I might change the way these pellets look, these plasma pellets we got here. Okay, so yeah, they come out like that. From this direction, let's put some kind of building in the background, maybe following these lines here. How about we go with this? This. And let's say the building goes to be about as tall as here, just so you can see it in the background a little bit. Right there. Okay, so we know that this structure back here I just drew will be let's see, let's move that right here then. Be dark, maybe you'll see some, I don't know, windows coming off of it. Okay, let's put some windows right. And let's find the vanishing point for this building. Will be on the horizon right here. Let's just put it right here. That way we can follow this as a guide for these buildings here. Alright, these windows. We'll have on this building here. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Hopefully you can. And So that was just a test. Testing out my live stream. I plan on doing a lot more of this live streaming. So hopefully you'll enjoy this quick illustration. I'm not sure if I'm going to finish the whole thing. So like I said, I didn't realize I was live streaming right now. I thought it was just testing unlisted, but it's all good. It's fine. This is better to test when there's people in the room anyways. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I will definitely be back today, as a matter of fact, doing more of this, and you're welcome to stop by. By that time, I should have figured out how to engage with the chat room a little better. And I'm working with my phone right now, and I want to somehow be able to connect my laptop as well, so that way I can engage with you guys, with you very cool people out there, because I know there are more cool people out there than there are like living next door to me. So yeah, it's because I know my neighbors. They're not really not, I mean, I guess they're cool, but they're just not into comic books or drawing and stuff like that. So that's what I'm into. That is what I do. So yeah, his parts of his arms here are metallic coils. So I'll just, do something like that to get that metallic feel. And so let's close up a little bit. He doesn't really have collarbones. I just put those there because they're just like guidelines for me to make sense of his the 3 dimensions of his body, his robot body. Oh yeah, he has also 2. This is like a jetpack on his back, 2 rocket boosters here. So if he wanted to, he can grab this chick and just fly away, because he has rocket boosters on his back, as well as under his foot here. I'll just draw the bottom of his foot. He has these jet propulsion coming out there too. So yes, that's what goes on there. Let me draw her heel here, because she's got chunky shoes. Gotta get all of that in there. And then, yeah, we'll be happy with that. I think I will put her helmet on. She has a space helmet. I'll put a nice round one on her real quick. Found my ellipses. I lost them. I cannot remember where I lost them, but I knew I lost them for a while, and I went looking. I couldn't find them, and then I finally found them. So that's fucking awesome. I am a very happy man today, right? So yeah, I like that. I like your helmet on better. Alright, so this is Twix and Debbie. The robot's name is Twix. No, it's not the candy bar. It's short for his number, 216. And her name's Debbie, short for Devorah. She's a little honeybee alien character. Bounty hunter as well. Who is not very enthused about becoming the next queen bee, so she's on the lam, off to other places, avoiding that fate, as well as doing what she wants to do, be a bounty hunter, being the best bounty hunter that there can be. And believe me, she got a lot of competition, and she's not taken seriously, but she's got to prove herself. And she's not doing a bad job at it. She's actually smoking a lot of her competition. So I'm working on this right now, and I'm still up in the air whether I want to. I mean, I could do both. I just, as far as web comics or publishing it. And it's fun. It's a fun adventure. Not too graphic as far as, blood and guts or anything like that. I would like to have a larger audience than my other projects. Most of my projects are adult only. So I thought, hey, let me work on this. This is why I'm thinking about putting out webtoons. But it's like a practice in drawing very simply, with very simple lines. I'll give you an example real quick. If I can find an example real quickly. There are some panels here. Some panels. Just very simple, simplistic. Not a lot of hatching, just simple black and white. Of course, it will be in color, but just the approach I'm taking here is just very simplistic, and I guess, I don't know, line clear, kind of like Chuck Jones. Love Chuck Jones. And various panels. You can see that's the style or line I'm going for. Nothing overly labored or shaded. I guess I'm going to take care of that with the colors rather than... There's her spaceship, her astral glider. The Astropendex Astroglider. Now, this right here, I'll get into this later. It's a simple shape. Didn't want to draw anything too complicated, but I want to draw it in all different angles. So, very difficult to do this. Trying to draw something in different angles, making sure that everything is on model. Best way to do that is to either draw it out in all directions, or a better way would be to create some kind of three-dimensional model that you can look at. I don't know, either out of parts or I don't know, foam, something you can carve out. And yeah, so and that's the gist of that. And I will return a little later. Not a couple of hours, maybe this evening, just to keep on working. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining the room. And we'll chat later. What up? All right. Peace.